This is the Boston Celtics news feed on CLNS. Today is Friday, July 7th, 2017. This is Corey Prescott reporting for CLNS, the leading online provider of audio-video covers for the Boston Celtics. Last evening's news that Kelly Olynyk, the Boston Celtics' second longest-tenured player, had agreed to a deal with the Miami Heat was a precursor for the news this morning that Boston's longest-tenured player will be playing elsewhere next season. According to the Vertical Sham Charania, the Celtics have traded Avery Bradley to the Detroit Pistons for Marcus Morris. The deal also involves the Celtics sending out a 2019 second-round pick. With this move, the Celtics can now finally and firmly position Gordon Hayward's max contract into their team structure. It also affords Danny Ainge the luxury of keeping Jay Crowder and Marcus Smart on the team. Although Crowder's individual defense slipped somewhat last season, he enjoyed a career-best 2016-17 on the offensive end and proved to be a reliable playoff contributor. Perhaps more importantly, given the current free spending ways of the NBA, Crowder is on one of the best contracts in the league as he signed for the next 3 seasons at just more than $22 million in total. Smart is waiting in the wings to assume some of Bradley's defensive responsibilities and is under team control for $4.5 million next season before he can become a restricted free agent. The interest in Smart on the open market would presumably be a lot less than what Bradley can earn next offseason as an unrestricted free agent. The move hurts from a sentimental standpoint, given that Bradley was here with Doc Rivers, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. For reference on how time flies by, Bradley's rookie season occurred during the chaotic year that saw the offseason acquisition of Shaquille O'Neal and the midseason trade of Kendrick Perkins. Moreover, Bradley improved on his game exponentially from season to season. He came into the league as a raw, unrelenting, yet undisciplined defensive menace with little on the offensive end outside of well-timed back cuts from Rajon Rondo. By year 4, Bradley had upped his per-game scoring average to a healthy 14.9 during Stevens' first year as coach, and by the next season he had largely eliminated the long-contested two-point shot from his arsenal, averaging 4.6, 5.4, and 5 3-point attempts per game in 3 seasons from 2014 to 2017. In the defense, Bradley earned first-team All-Defense in 2015-16, and to the dismay of nearly all of his peers, was left off the ballot this season, perhaps due to the fact that he was limited to 55 games. The 55 games last season, next to his rookie season and 3rd season in the league, was the lowest of his 7-season career. The knock on Bradley, if anything, has been his inability to consistently stay on the court, as he has yet to play a full season in the league. With career best of 16.3 points and 6.1 rebounds, particularly for a team starved for rebounds like the Celtics were last season, Bradley saved his best for last with the Celtics. His game-winning three-pointer against the Cavs in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals is a nice lasting memory. Given that a team like the New York Knicks just handed Tim Hardaway Jr. an offer sheet of 4-year, $71 million, added with the fact that Bradley has been playing under a team-friendly 4-year, $32 million deal, a deal heavily criticized at the time, the expectation is that the 26-year-old from Tacoma, Washington will look to cash in next summer. The Pistons, who missed the postseason with a 37-45 mark, have 1 year to convince Bradley to stay. In Morris, the Celtics not only get a foil and an interesting piece to the budding rivalry with the Washington Wizards, as his twin Markieff is on the Wizards, they also get a cost-controlled player who fits in nicely with their switch-happy scheme on defense, and at 6'9" has an ability to stretch the floor. After being split up from his twin Markieff in a trade from Phoenix, Morris averaged 14 points per game over the next 2 seasons in Detroit, missing just 3 games in the process. As a full-time starter with the Pistons, Morris also experienced shooting splits of 43% from the floor, 35% from three-point, and 76% from the free throw line combined for both seasons. Morris is scheduled to earn just over $10 million over the next 2 seasons. He will be a candidate to start alongside Al Horford in the front court, but can also slide in off the bench should Stevens choose to go that route. The move also allows the Celtics to utilize the room mid-level exception for $4.32 million, according to ESPN's Bobby Marks. We're all about fresh content here on the Celtics newsfeed, and so are our new friends over at HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that makes cooking more fun, so you can focus on the whole experience, not just the final plate. Each week, HelloFresh creates new delicious recipes with step-by-step instructions on how to prepare these super fresh ingredients. Have the burgers and hot dogs, a staple of summertime food, have you feeling bloated and out of shape during beach season? How about for breakfast, as you try to scramble for something healthy, yet filling as you rush out the door for work? In addition to many great traditional dinner options, HelloFresh now introduces light summer meals to their menu, along with a newly launched breakfast option. Now, loyal listeners of CLNS Media can get this very special offer. Because of your support to Celtics Newsfeed, you can use the promo code BEAT30 for $30 off your first week at HelloFresh. Continue supporting fresh content and fresh food by trying HelloFresh for free. Simply visit HelloFresh.com and enter the promo code BEAT30. To stay up to speed in the 17th-time World Champions, follow CLNS on Twitter at CLNS Media. Be sure to subscribe to the Celtics Newsfeed both on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as the CLNS mobile podcast app. This has been Corey Prescott for Celtics Newsfeed.